know, these young guys and girls do a great job. That's the boy kneeling watch on the far side of the net judge. Becker's return hits him right on the top of the head and cleanly. And blink and a tear or two says, play on.
That's a good effort there by the ball boy. Hard-headed gentleman.
Boris Becker serves 3-4. Well, so much here on grass with the power serve and volley game toward tiebreakers, and one almost naturally starts to think at this stage of a set that that may be where they're headed.
Sampras got down very nicely for this backhand pass. Rather long step to get to that ball, but perfectly placed nonetheless.
This form.
See how his body stayed down through the hitting of the ball.
Becker, the net, so big, his presence, it just doesn't seem there's any holes. How'd he get it by him?
And this will be interesting if it goes to a couple tiebreakers, because everyone's talking about Boris Becker's mental strength, and Pete Sampras wants to show how tough mentally he is as well. And this would stick him up in a higher echelon as well if he's able to beat Becker in a close match where there was a few tiebreakers. So a lot of incentive out there for Pete to win a close one as well. Of course, he'd rather win easily, but not if he knew he was going to win. Then, of course, he'd want to win like 12-10 in the fifth set.
Came back up. His first ace, it's 4-all. We check our scoreboard here at center court. Rolex, a partner for 17 years in this great tradition. 27 minutes, 2:38 in the afternoon on this Sunday in England. 4-all. Nicely done. No, just long.
Just barely long there. No more than an inch long. Good try here by Becker. Fooled Pete completely. Pete knew this point was gone. Got the break.
Foul back.
And there's those bad bounces you're talking about.
Slingshot. Ross Schneiderman, no ace when you get a little piece of it.
That's right. Bud would have given him an ace, but not us. We're tough in the booth here. Grass picks up that spin so well. It's so difficult to pick up these serves with this pace. The slice really skids. The top spin really kicks up. The flat ones seem to bomb off the surface. And the serve into the body. It's rather difficult to break. You get the idea.
That's why when you do get a chance, you have to convert. There's been only one break chance, Sampras, in the opening Becker game. And Sampras gets again. No points on his serve. 5-4. Boris Becker returns, serving 4-5. His parents, Karl Heinz and Elvira. They, of course, were somewhat a similar position 10 years ago. Dad trying to find the camera. Remember, he was always about 3 points late in taking the shots, but he got a film roll full.
If you look around this center court, plenty of photographers, so I'm sure there's plenty of shots to go around from even 10 years ago. Becker once again, nice stretch there, but easy shot to the open court, volleying superbly. I mean, I'll say this again, it's the best I've ever seen him volley. Yeah,
that little half volley, and A miss, a rare miss.
Don't start missing them now. It's always the same old story. Guy hasn't missed a free throw in 27, you know, misses 2 straight.
15 all at 4-5.
Shot by Pete Sampras. Completely fooled Boris Becker here. Plus Becker covers the line.
15-30.
Exquisite touch, as the English like to say. And look at the quickness, too. This is something that's underrated in Sampras' game. He is one of the quickest players in the game.
2 points from the opening set is Sampras.
He may not be in the Michael Chang range, but he is awful fast. Whoa.
Sounded faster.
A mere
121. 30 all. Just saves those big ones when he needs them most, almost as if he has a ration in his pocket.
14-30.
There's another big first serve to take them to 40-30. That ball just clipping the top of the tape. That would have been a tricky shot to handle. Becker breathing a sigh of relief there.
If you're just joining us, the tape very loose here. You'll get a lot of net cord winners.
Game Becker.
5-all, 10 years ago, a historical championship. Becker, 17, youngest ever to win Wimbledon. The first German ever to win Wimbledon. And the first unseeded player, man or woman, to win Wimbledon. And became an instant hero in his homeland. And with it, attendant pressures, some of which have eroded his personality. Third ace.
And now suddenly sporting a beard later on in life. He's been wearing that the last couple of years.
30 long.
Becker thought the serve might have been long. This is the 6th service game for Sampras. He's allowed only 5 points.
First service.
Just to follow up quickly on Becker, his personality with all the German press, and the last 10 years he can't go anywhere without cameras being in his face.
Pete knew that was out, but he pretended like he wasn't sure. That was showing some sense of humor there. Breathe a sigh of relief. Watch what he does here. He pretends like he doesn't know. He's waiting for the call. He knows it's going to be called out, though.
That's an outburst of personality from Sampras, who now has won 9 consecutive service points.
They say Becker is the most recognizable face behind, second most behind the Chancellor there in the entire country.
14-15.
Even the greatest sports stars in America can't make that claim. Perhaps Michael Jordan.
Well,
he's pretty recognizable.
Cassius Clay.
Yeah, few people know who he was.
Muhammad Ali.
Cassius or Muhammad, probably the most recognizable face in the world, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Five all, 40-15, opening set. Ooh, he was 10 feet long with that one.
14-7.
You don't see that too often. 2 straight double faults from Pete Sampras. Good news for him, he was up 40-love. Still up 40-30. Sampras now with 3 doubles.
Yeah, serve's gone off. You're at a very critical time.
Game Sampras.
Thermometer on the umpire's chair. You can see on the left the readings 92 degrees Fahrenheit, about 30, almost 34 Celsius. The extension of the mercury zone to show the hottest that it's been. It was over 110 degrees on the court midweek ago. It was blistering.
15 love.
The weather this fortnight matching the heat of action, the high-powered play. The best servers, best men getting to the net have arrived at the final. Ace number 3 for Becker, 2 points from the tiebreak.
Well, 2 years ago in the semis, they played a first set tiebreaker that Pete won and went on to win 6-4 and 4. And we're headed to a tiebreaker now, it appears. Missed that serve by about an inch.
Second serve ace.
And that's exactly what Nick Bollettieri asked Boris to do. Go after that second serve. And we saw Friday a lot of success with that serve out wide to the righty's forehand on the deuce court.
14-15.
Only chance to break came early. Becker's first game. Sampras had a point to take the lead. That's been it. Head-to-head, Sampras 6-1. That's surprising in their career.
That's very surprising.
That includes 11 matches prior to today.
Game Becker.
Another ace for Becker, a 3-ace game. 5 total. Tie break we go. Sampras will start. Serve once. And they'll alternate 2 service points. First to 7 by 2. Did you like or dislike the tiebreaker system?
Well, I liked it. At least you knew there was going to be an end at some point. Sampras there was trying to get the 2 balls with the least amount of fuzz. Or actually, he only takes 1 ball at a time. Only male player to do that.
Miss hit.
We heard Becker say no. He had a real chance for that passing shot.
1-0 Sampras.
Here's their career and 95 record. Becker just 1 over 500, and Sampras, who started very slowly at the Australian, 9-13. Their career about the same.
Hard to imagine that Pete Sampras is under 500 in tiebreakers, though. I don't care how slow a start he had at the Australian.
Here at Wimbledon in this championship, each has been in 5 previous tiebreakers. Both are 3 and 2.
One all.
Now, both men thought they had a solid chance to take the early lead.
You want to play the ball. You don't want the ball to play you, and that's what happened there with Sampras. That ball came just a little bit too tight on him. Couldn't get the arm extended quite enough.
2-1 Becker.
Well, Becker is finding a lot of room to the forehand side, deuce court.
Well, he's had a lot of success already with this serve. Plenty on Friday as well against Andre. That was well placed. No shot there for Sampras.
Sampras' first serve percentage suddenly dipping after he started so well.
That's another chance for Becker on the forehand side.
2-all.
And you said it earlier, Dick. Can't afford to let those chances slip by. Few and far between with these big servers.
Yeah, this tiebreaker might fall on just 1 point. 1 return point. And there it is on a double fault. Becker takes the lead, 3-2.
Becker.
Fourth double fault.
Surprised there a little bit that Pete went to